Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. It is your local candy kid, Candy Star here. And in today's video, I am going to be teaching you how to make a candy gun. Let's get started. So I know that this is a highly requested video. Keep in mind, this is my first tutorial ever, and I really did try my best to explain everything and show how to do certain things. If it's confusing, I apologize. I am truly sorry. I really did try my best, but let's get into it. Okay, so first of all, I'm filming this on my bed. So if it's a little wrinkly, just know that this is my bed sheet right here. Hopefully you guys can see everything clearly. But to start out, we are going to start with this part of the gun, which is the barrel. And for this tutorial, I'm not going to be doing everything myself, but I will try to explain everything to the best of my ability. To start out, you will need some white beads, and you will need about 2 wingspans worth of string, and you are going to put 10 white beads on the string. Okay, so it's going to look a little wonky at first, but now that you have it tied off, you're going to cut your string. Like I said, I'm not going to make the gun myself right now, but I am just cutting off a little bit of the string because I don't want to waste it, but I want to show you guys what to do next, if that makes sense. So now we're going to cut off the little extra string that we have here, but you're going to want to keep the longer string. Like I said, you will have a lot of string because you're going to be doing 2 wingspans worth of it. But like I said, my string is short just so I can show you what to do here. So you're just going to loop it through here. And then you're going to add a white bead here. And then you're going to go through, you're going to skip this bead and go through this one. Okay, like I said, it's going to look wonky, but you're going to do this all the way around. Okay, once you get to the last one, you're going to add your bead, and then you're going to go through this one right here as well as that top one. So it's going to look like this, and then go through that top one right there. And pull. Try your best to make it as tight as you can, but it's gonna look wonky at first until you start to build up. So then you're gonna keep doing that over and over and over again until you have 20 rows. So see how we have 2 rows here and 1 row for the short one here. You're going to keep doing it until you have 20 rows on the long one as well as the shorter looking one too. So that's the barrel. Once you are finished with the barrel, you're going to find some paper. I used really hard paper. I'm not sure what it's called, but I rolled it up and I put it on the inside here. A lot of people like to put buttons on top of this too. I didn't because I don't have buttons and I'm lazy, so... All right, next we're going to do this part right here. This is a basic peyote stitch. I chose to do an even peyote stitch, so this side has 9 beads and this side has 10. You're gonna do this until it is 28 beads long. And let me show you real quick how to do a peyote stitch. Okay, for this you're gonna wanna use black beads, but just for the sake of this tutorial, I'm gonna use white as an example here. So, the way how you do peyote is put 2 beads on one end, or both ends technically. Oh my gosh, I cannot get this one through. Okay, there we go. And then you put one together, just like that. And, oops, it should look just like this. 2 on the bottom, 1 on top. And you're gonna wanna do this until you have 28 beads tall. This side should have 10 beads and this side should have 9 right here. Okay, now we are going to tie this part onto the barrel. It is very, very hard to see here. I will try my best to explain what I did. So I was about 5 beads down on the top row here of the barrel that's on the side. I put the string through there, and then I don't know if you can see this, but I looped it up through this bead here and then came back out from under this bead and tied it right in here, if that makes sense. And I did the same thing on this side as well. Again, looped it through this bead here and went up through, it's so hard to see. I went up through that bead and came out of that one. So up through here, came out through here and tied it there. And then for the bottom part, I choose not to tie it on the sides. I chose to tie it on top here because it's just easier, and it also gives this more of a leeway to cock it back. So I tried to find like the middle of this area here, and as you can see, I went through that bead, out that bead, and then 5 beads down here is where I went through there and tied it. I really hope this is making sense. So now that this is all tied together and done, I'm going to explain how to make the sides of the gun here. Okay, so the next part we are going to do the sides right here, and for this part we are going to do a peyote stitch. So starting from this end, you're going to put 2 beads on the string, then 1, then 2, then 1, then 2, 1, 2, 1 again. So it should be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 rows. Okay, so for this part here, I'm going to use my scissors to point. So once you get to this part here, you put the string through here, loop it back through here, go through there, through here, add the bead here, loop the string through here, and come back out of this bead here, I believe. There's 2 ways you can do it. You can do it the way I just said, or once you add the bead here and you go through this bead, you can go through here, 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 and do it. But yeah, I hope that makes sense. I know this is so confusing, you guys. Okay, sorry. Once you're here, you're going to be coming out of this bead right here, and you're going to add 2 white beads. So, 2 white beads, string through here. Okay, so once you add these 2 white beads, you're going to go through this black bead, then go through this black bead here, then this white bead, and then I think I went back, I don't know, this is difficult. I think I went back through this black bead, and then I went through this white bead, came through here, so the string is coming out here, then back through the black bead, and then continued with a normal peyote stitch. Okay, so you're gonna do this until you have 4 white beads here and 4 white beads here, and you will have roughly around 8 beads wide here. You're gonna want to make 2 of these panels. Okay, next we are gonna do the sides. So let's start out with the long side. The long side is a peyote stitch, and it is gonna be 4 rows wide, I guess, and 11 rows tall. Then for the short side, it is going to be 11 beads tall, but it is also 4 rows wide as well. Once you are done with that, now we sew the 4 parts together. There are several different ways in which you can do this. I did a different way for mine. For this back part, I believe I started here, and I think I went through this one, then go through this one, then this one. I mean, you can kind of see what I did here. But basically, I am going through 2 beads on both sides. And then once you get to the top of this panel right here, you do the same thing on the way down. And then same with this side, do the exact same thing. Or you could always just do 1 bead at a time and then do the same thing on the way down. Now for this part, I did a mixture of both because of the weird shape here. So I kind of started doing 2 at a time. So into, out, into, out. This one is a little tricky. I pretty much only put the string through this bead right here, and I skipped that one right here. And yeah, I don't know why I did that. I did a really weird way, but again, there's multiple ways you can do this. You can do 1 bead at a time and just keep going, or you can do 2 at a time, or do a weird thing like what I just did. Okay, next we're gonna do the magazine. We're gonna start with the bottom. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So the bottom is an even peyote stitch, and it is just 6 rows, and that's it. And then for the magazine, I did the same thing like what we did here. So yeah, it's basically what we did right here, but for the magazine, and it is a peyote stitch. And I did 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I did 8 beads tall, and you're gonna want to make 2 of these. And then for the stitching, you can kind of see that I did a crappy job with it. I only stitched just a couple of the beads together. I know this looks terrible. But again, with the stitching, you can do all the beads, or you can do every 2 beads, whatever you prefer. So then once you are done with that, you want to tie it to the bottom of this peyote stitch. I did this a very weird way. So I went through these two beads right here with the string. You can kind of see what I was thinking here. Looped them in here and then looped them through. I looped them through these beads in here. I know it's kind of hard to see, but I basically did that twice, I think. You can also stitch them together. So go through there and just keep going like back and forth down the middle until you come out there. And then you're gonna want to tie it somewhere where it's hidden so that way you can't see it. So now the same paper that you used up in the barrel, you're gonna wanna crumple it and put some in here as well because it does get loose if you don't have that. And your magazine should just automatically fit in there without dropping. Okay, next we are going to do this part right here. So you're gonna want to put 30, I think it's 38 beads is what I did on a string and tie it off like it's a single. And then once you do that, you're gonna take both ends of the string and loop them through the opposite beads on the opposite sides. So it's sort of like a reverse ladder stitch. So it'll look like this. Like you can kind of see where I kept looping it in on opposite sides. The size of this doesn't really matter. It's just preference. I think I did 38 beads. Some people do 32. It really just depends on how you want it to look. Then for this part right here, you just put 4 beads on a string and tie it off like it's a single. And then these two with the remaining part of the string from here, you do a ladder stitch. So you put both ends of the string through that one as well as that one and then tie it off. And in placement, I chose to do it here. And then also, last but not least, tying this thing all together here with the barrel and the sides of the gun. It's all about preference. I kind of just eyed it so that way like the back of it perfectly lines up here. Like you can kind of see where I came out through here, went through that one, went through this one, through this, through that, that. And I did that all the way around until I got to the back and I could kind of see where everything lines up perfectly. It's not going to be perfect, unfortunately, but just whatever you think looks good. Yeah, that's how you make a Kandi gun. I really hope that this helped in any way, shape, or form. I'm not that good at doing tutorials. This is my first tutorial that I've ever attempted. But if you have any questions, please let me know. Feel free to DM me on Instagram. That is the best way to reach me and I can help you more quickly there. So, yeah. So that is the end of today's video. If you enjoyed this video, please give this video a big thumbs up and don't forget to spread the plur and smash that subscribe button. Alrighty guys, I'll see you in the next one. Bye!